In a shocking twist, a video showing Josh allegedly shooting at his wives, Brittany and Abbey, has gone viral, leaving the public in disbelief and calling for answers. Brittany and Abbey, both 7 months pregnant with conjoined twins, are currently hospitalized. Here's the story in detail. The incident unfolded when Josh, unable to come to terms with the news that Brittany and Abbey were expecting conjoined twins, allegedly proposed a divorce. Overcome with anger and disappointment, he shot Brittany in the leg. Fortunately, while the injuries were serious, they were not life-threatening, and both women were rushed to the hospital immediately. This event has sparked outrage, raising serious questions about Josh's actions and the societal neglect women often face in challenging situations. The journey of Brittany and Abbey has not been an easy one. Married in 2021 and officially announcing their union in 2024, they have faced constant societal judgment, yet they have remained strong in the face of adversity. Brittany and Abbey, two strong women, were eagerly awaiting the arrival of their first children. When they found out they were expecting conjoined twins, it was a mix of emotions, but they were ready to face it together as a family. However, things took a tragic turn. Josh, unable to accept the news, lashed out in anger, changing their lives forever. Brittany and Abbey are now in the hospital, recovering from serious injuries, while also dealing with deep emotional wounds. Despite everything, they've asked for support, prayers, and understanding from the public. They continue to remain hopeful, even opening up to suggestions for their babies' names. As for Josh, his actions have put him under investigation, facing severe legal consequences. While many condemn what he did, others are calling for the court to take into account the psychological pressures he might have been dealing with. After hearing the news, Jack, Brittany and Abbey's ex-boyfriend, came to visit them at the hospital. His presence brought some light and comfort in a tough time, reminding everyone of the couple's resilience. Jack's kind words and support became a source of strength for Brittany and Abbey during this difficult chapter. Jack spoke gently, his voice steady. "When things get tough, we'll face it together. You've shown me that love isn't about fitting into some perfect mold. It's about creating a life that's all our own, no matter what others say." Brittany and Abbey exchanged a look, a mix of gratitude and love in their eyes. Abbey, half joking, added, "Well, in that case, you're stuck with us forever. No take-backs." Jack smiled, replying, "Forever is exactly what I signed up for." Brittany smirked, teasing, "Just remember, if you mess up, you're in for double the lecture." Jack laughed. "Fair enough, but I'd say it's worth it." In that moment, their bond remained strong, a reminder that even in the hardest times, love and support can make all the difference. Do you ever wonder if it would have been easier? You know, being like everyone else? Abbey asked softly, her voice filled with a quiet vulnerability. Brittany paused, glancing at her phone before setting it down. "Easier, sure, but then we wouldn't be us. Honestly, I can't imagine not being us." Abbey sighed, her tone tinged with uncertainty. "Sometimes it feels like the whole world sees us as some kind of spectacle, like we're a walking question they're too afraid to ask." Brittany leaned back, staring at the ceiling, her eyes distant. "Yeah, like today. That parent, the one who kept staring. I could feel her judging us, like we don't belong, like we're not capable." Abbey turned to her, her eyes full of doubt. "What if she's right? What if we can't do this? What if we fail and all they remember is that we were too different to make it work?" Brittany's voice was steady, firm. "Abbey, no. Look at everything we've accomplished graduating college, landing this job, inspiring kids. That's not failure. That's proving them wrong every single day." But Abbey's voice cracked. "I get tired, Britt. Tired of proving it. Tired of feeling like I have too. Like if I mess up, it's not just me failing, it's both of us. And it's so heavy sometimes." Brittany's hand reached out to touch Abbey's, her gesture soft and reassuring. I know, but we're in this together. Okay, we're stronger than they think. Abbey sighed softly, wiping away a tear. I feel it too, but we're not alone in this, right? We never have been, and we never will be. That's what keeps me going when things get tough. I've got you, and you've got me. Abbey nodded, her tears quiet but steady. You're right, we've got each other, always. Brittany smiled through her tears. And tomorrow, when we step into that classroom, we'll show them just like we always do. Not because we have to, but because we want to, for us. For the kids. Abbey wiped her eyes and managed to smile. For us. They sat together, the heaviness of the day slowly fading. Brittany grabbed the remote and turned on their favorite show. Abbey chuckled softly. Brittany grinned. And if anyone gives us trouble again, we'll invite them to our next karaoke night. That'll definitely scare them off. Abbey laughed. Oh no, Brittany, not your version of Bohemian Rhapsody again. Brittany struck a dramatic pose. Is this the real life? Or just a fantasy? The room filled with laughter, and the weight of the day lifted as their bond grew stronger. Later, Brittany gazed at a photo on the wall, her voice soft. Can you believe it's been 3 years since we got married? Feels like just yesterday we were both stressing out, wondering if he'd actually show up. Abbey smirked. You mean you were freaking out? I knew he'd be there. Josh isn't exactly the runaway type. Brittany rolled her eyes. Okay, fine. Maybe I was a little nervous. Abbey smiled softly, recalling their journey. I won't lie, I did wonder at first if Josh knew what he was getting into. I mean, who wouldn't? Being with us isn't always a walk in the park. Brittany nodded in agreement, her smile warm. But here's the thing, Josh has never, not for a second, made us feel like a burden. Not once. Abbey's expression brightened. He's really something, isn't he? Just think about it, how many guys would put in the effort to truly understand US the way he does? Brittany chuckled? Not many for sure, but with Josh, he doesn't just try. He gets it. He understands that we're two people, sharing one body, and he loves both of us equally. Their bond strong, built on love, trust, and understanding was unshakable. Together, they had defied all odds, creating a life that was uniquely theirs. And Josh, he was more than just their partner, he was their constant support. One quiet evening, in the comfort of their bedroom, the conversation naturally shifted to Josh. He's always so patient with us, Brittany said, her voice filled with affection. Like that time we couldn't decide what to eat, and he made two meals without a single complaint. Abbey grinned, adding, or that time we argued for an hour over which side of the bed to sleep on. And he just laughed and said, at least I know you two will never be bored. Brittany and Abbey shared a knowing look, their hearts full. Through all the ups and downs, their love and Josh's unwavering support had been their greatest strength.